Hey guys, welcome back. It's Limitless here. Alright, before we get started, remember to hit that like and subscribe. Otherwise, this Christmas, Santa Claus is going to fill your stocking with raw eggs. Alright. Anyway guys, here's what's up. So today, I'm doing a fun little strategy here that, you know, it's obviously not the greatest thing alive, but I'm back, you know, we're doing some stuff. We're on floor 300. And you can see right here what we've got. It's, you know, essentially 5 defenses, and we're adding the new Flameburst tower in. Now, before you guys, you know, say anything, I am being a bit lazy here, yes. I'm using the Flameburst tower and the Earth Shatter tower on the same adept. I shouldn't be doing that because I don't have max points, but I am, so whatever. Anyway guys, with that in mind, just know these are also ranged builds, so they're not going to be quite max power. Alright. Anyway, we're using the buff beam, we're using boost aura. Now here's the thing too, I have destructive on the buff beam, so if you don't have the points on a lane or whatever, you're sometimes gonna have to skip the boost aura. Anyway, this is the damage we're looking at. Right now, tier 5, we're looking at 56.5 mil earth shatter damage on a ranged build. And Flameburst Tower is looking at 21. No, it is 27.5 mil on the Flameburst Tower in stage 5. Now keep in mind guys, I do have the shard on. So on this Flameburst, we have the Gilded Gathering Burst. That's the new shard for it. And it does give it double damage at max range. So that 27.5 is going to be more like 55 mil. And then of course, you know, you can see that puts it right in the neighborhood of the earth shatter damage. Now the other defense that we're using is obviously our weapon manufacturer. It's at max range too, so it's obviously going to lack damage, but it's going to stun much earlier, and at this range you can also hit your flyers. So, I mean, that's about it. We'll go ahead and get started and let you guys see what we got going on. Now, this is a headstrong lane, so I'm probably going to have to help it out at some point. Ooh, that was nice. I love watching a boss get shredded like that. Yeah, you guys, you'll get to see some fun stuff here. We're on wave 5 because I want this to be a shorter video for people that don't like sitting around too long. I know most people don't really like that too much, so... You guys can see I went to some lengths to make this strat fit this map. Like, I'm using a triple node for all 3 lanes. So it's 120 that way instead of 180. Ooh, that looks like a real one. Anyway. Oh yeah, he was going down anyway. That was nice. So then, when we get done with this map, I'll go ahead and head back to the tavern, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about with the DPS of the Flameburst Tower. But as you can see, you know, with this strat, you've got double stun because you have both your petrify, and you've got the extra stun from the revelation. So nice. So that's floor 300. Okay, I'll go ahead and head back to the tavern real quick, and there we'll show you guys the whole build I'm using. But keep in mind too, this will always be stronger with a friend, just because I don't have 4 mass destructions. So you know, maybe if I'd cheated way back when, maybe then, but that's not my style. So I think I'll do the build real quick, and then I'll let you guys kind of see. But before I do that, I'm going to throw down just the Flameburst back here and let you guys see how that looks. I gotta put it on the table, that way it's tall enough, because it can get blocked by, you know, things in the way. Alright, so you can see right here, decent damage for stage 1. And then of course we can run over here and you guys can see, yeah, that was that was over 10 mil DPS with this in stage 1 stating it's only doing 4 mil DPS. And that's again because of that gathering burst right there. So I've got the double destro stack and the burst, and on the relic I am using a range. Now keep in mind, if you have range on the relic, there's a thing you do need to know if it's maxed out like mine. When you go into your points here, you don't need a maxed out Flameburst Gambit. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here too. So you guys can see, the range is 7250 at max. I'm going to go ahead and reset her points real quick. And now we'll go ahead and set in the essentials real quick. Alright, so those are the essentials right now. And you'll be able to see the DPS went up a bit because we're sacrificing less. But the range is only like 6,500 whatever. But I have that range on my relic. So go ahead and put like 20 points in there. And we're back to max. So if you have range on your relic, keep in mind you may not need all of that. Because my DPS is now a little bit higher than it was. And that does also extend to when you buff it, it's still going to be a little bit higher. Anyway, let's go ahead and see about the rest of the build. I think I'll move this up a bit just so you guys can see it together properly. Now, generally what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this kind of thing right here, and then I'll have one of these somewhere far back enough that it's going to start stunning the targets as far away as possible. Because on this build, I'm not using tenacity or automation right now. And as you can see, it did do some serious work. So now we're going to go ahead and swap back over here, and well, as you guys can see, that's 160 right now, and I'm lazy. I'm using my buff beam over here, and you want to start it in front of this and hang it long behind the earth shatter, because the reason for that is the boost aura does not like being in front of the Flameburst tower, but it has no problem being right behind the earth shatter. So you can see that's 200 right there. If you have the extra on the lane, go ahead and slap that in there. And then you can see you can grab both of those and obviously still hit your buff beam with it. So you don't need the range on there. And then over there, yeah, we're going to be hitting some good numbers. Now in base form, yeah, we're hitting 35.3 mil earth shatter and 9.21 flame burst. So again, we can go ahead and max those out. You guys can see right here, 27.6 mil flame burst damage, now that we have that set up properly, and 56.5 mil earth shatter damage. And keep in mind guys, this is a ranged build, it's not maxed out. You can go higher damage than this if you want to, if you need to, you know. But it did just rock for 300 with ease. Alright, and then we'll go see some DPS numbers here. Yeah, it definitely hurts things. Alright guys, so I'll go ahead and show the boost aura build real quick. I'm using a borrowed relic, you know, just kind of throwing stuff on there. It's the same thing for the buff beam here. I'm using a borrowed relic, and then I'm just, you know, throwing destructive and some other boosters on there. Nothing too crazy. Nothing, you know, you can't fix yourself and make it even better than what I'm doing here. But that's about 10 minutes, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, and God bless.